see you picked music.
I have picked music, and it's all available.
So hopefully today goes better than it usually does due to... Oh, yeah, we're training tomorrow.
Okay, let me real quick send that to the group.
I thought you were asking the group. It didn't occur to me that you were
verifying
asking
with
me. Because I figured since you could just ask me in person.
I was outside with the dog at the time.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
High Thrall is live.
What? Oh, I heard she's the worst. Alright, so what I was going to say was usually when we try to do a live stream like this, something goes wrong. I don't know why I'm talking with a X-Acto in my hand. I should put that...
I don't think you should point that at your DM.
I don't think I should point it at anything. No offense, but most importantly, my computer, because of my history with... Is that a short joke? Even if it's not.
I just saw how much out of range I was.
I think it made you impressive.
The shirt makes me impressive.
Is this... Doing a D&D game and wearing these shirts, is that kind of like going to a concert
the band with their shirt on?
Wearing their shirt on?
I don't know. Too much PCU.
What?
PCU. That's where that joke comes from. Is don't do that. Don't be that guy.
It's PCU.
It's a movie. Wow. Okay. I know you've seen it because I showed it to you.
What movie?
It's PCU. That's the name of the movie.
What does it stand for?
I don't remember the location.
Oh, okay.
But it was from the 90s and it was politically correct universities where everybody's blah, blah,
I
blah.
do remember.
Yeah,
it was the guys who watched the guy who watched the show like straight, like doing the thing. Hi! How are you?
Hey!
He like watched the same show.
Oh yeah, for like
over.
The whole thing, and then the TV gets pulled, and it's like, you ruined my thesis. Yeah.
Or something like that,
yeah.
where he finally finished it, and he's like, I'm free. Yeah.
Something like that.
We're great. We're excited, and I'm nervous, which means hopefully it's going to be great, and we're on time, and that's not funny.
Because if we didn't forget something...
I even have my teeth.
Teeth are important. Take care of your teeth.
I'm not going to wear them right now. What have you been up to? How's your weekend been? It's actually been a pretty good weekend. Howdy!
Undead anything.
That's a fun
Senor
word.
Dempsey 88.
Aw, thank
guys
you.
are awesome.
I don't know what we did, but thank you.
I was just here. That speaks for itself.
Cat. Will you let her in? There's nothing for her to break this time.
Are you sure?
Knock on wood. Fantastic! We're not going to get started immediately jumping into it. We're going to do a quick overview. There's actually something I wanted to throw out there.
Are you going to tell the story in Glisca?
No, I have an episode for that.
Episode 7, folks.
Episode
Go check
8.
It out. Episode 8?
It was episode 8.
Oh, apologies. Episode 8, folks.
I was right.
Good to hear, Azoth.
Stories? Oh, no. We're going to catch everybody up on what happened in the previous game.
For those who haven't seen
them. Yeah,
the
for
videos.
those who haven't seen them. And we will get started here soon. But I guess while it's just us, between friends, I got reached out to review a game. And I'm really excited. I'm enjoying doing nerdy promotional stuff.
I forgot about this, yeah.
I can't say it's good yet because I haven't played it, but I wanted to go ahead and say one of the things that I'm going to be reviewing is this. It is a new card game. It reads on the back, Dragon Vault is a tabletop card game for 2 to 8 players. Each player chooses a champion. Then they take turns drawing from a central deck, collecting treasures and facing greedy dragons, dangerous traps, and other perils. With fast-paced, addictive gameplay and incredible replay value, Dragon Vault is the perfect choice for any small gathering. I am a huge card game, group game fan. It's why one of the things I actually want to do on here is just play things like Candyland, because I just really enjoy game setups. So I'm going to be trying this one out. I'm really excited so I can give it an honest review, and the art in it's gorgeous, and I want to promote independent work like this. So I look forward to trying it out with you.
If you're talking about the previous episodes on YouTube under High Thrall, they're anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, depending on which one. Some of the more story-heavy ones tend to be a little bit longer.
The one where it was me as Glisca going over, summarizing all of it,
Monologuing.
I'd say it was like, that was a 30-minute episode?
Something like that.
Yeah. How long do you think this particular session's going to run for?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't want it to be too long, mostly for our audience and my attention span's sake. So
I'll try to keep it contained.
Yeah, we had some live stream games that we did on TikTok when I hit 100,000.
Was it 100,000? I don't know. I don't think it was 100,000.
Or was
I think
it
it was 50,000.
50,000. I had everyone name Glisca. That's how she got the name. And then we did a couple, 2 live stream games with her. And now we have an actual ongoing story. Because those live streams were a separate thing. And at the time, TikTok didn't have the feature where you could save your live stream and then post it elsewhere. Now they do that. But unfortunately, those are lost.
Is that on a playlist? That 8-episode arc?
Yes.
Okay.
It
So there's
should
a
be on a
playlist.
Glisca playlist. And that's okay. I'm behind too. I get sent a lot of videos to watch, and I probably have the entire Harry Potter movie marathon worth of TikToks to catch up on that people have sent me, and I feel awful. But I will get to it.
I would answer, but he asked you specifically.
Yes. That would be the Blood Hunter. And I'm actually playing one of those.
There's a Blood Hunter is a full 20-level character class, and then it has separate subclasses underneath.
Now, it is a homebrew thing created by Matt Mercer, and I know that because of him. I've had fun playing it. I didn't know that people actually didn't like it until recently, and I don't care, because it's fun.
The whole point is
it's
to have fun.
Yeah. And it works well. I understand. I completely understand being overwhelmed and stuff. I do. You aren't late!
Thank you, Bubacus.
You aren't late! We've been waiting for people to come here. The session is only almost 9 minutes in. You're good, man.
We were actually early.
Blood Hunter. I have not had a chance to check out that Kickstarter. Thank you for telling me. I am a huge Middle-earth fan, the world of Middle-earth. I'm one of those people who has read the Silmarillion 6 times.
Really? 6
halfway
times?
through.
Oh.
I've never actually finished it. Yeah.
The One Ring to E.
You are shaking the entire thing. The camera's like doing this.
Man, you got that much fun there? Yeah. Awesome.
A party full of gnomes with one Goliath. We call
Called
that
whack-a-mole.
we call that the fastball special. A gnome that uses a clawed glove, has chops, and says bub.
And it says bub.
And just have him speak with a Canadian accent. Great. He throws
the
gnomes.
gnomes.
Fastball special.
Does he grab them
like
by the
it.
ears and spin around first and then toss them out of the yard? Because it gets them dizzy and they get lost.
Oh, I get it.
Yep.
Nice.
Folklore.
I was also thinking Harry Potter where they're getting rid of the gnomes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But borrowed from folklore.
Oh. All right. We're at 9 viewers. We're 10 minutes in. Do we want to go ahead and get started?
Give it the last minute. We're at 10:39.
Does anyone...
And, just real quick, we're going to be doing something a little different tonight. There's going to be music accompaniments. If it is too loud, please let us know. If you can't hear it, please let us know.
Does anyone have any questions before we get started? We're going to do an overview before we start. So if there's any questions about the previous games, we're going to give a very brief, quick one. But if you guys have any other questions, now's the time.
No mistakes.
We had 2 people leave. That makes me sad. I'm going to pretend that they just lost connection and it's nothing personal. Kinder toss.
All right, so the minute has passed. When we last left off, Glisca had entered the small village.
Hold on.
I'm holding on.
Are you asking about Rosie Cotton by saying potato? Because I'm really weird. My dog has a bedtime, and her bedtime is at 10. So our little fluff potato gets put in bed, and we tell her good night and tuck her in, and she's in bed now. So Potato will not be joining us. However, the clawed murder machine known as Revan will be yelling at us to make her presence known. So there's that. Now I know. But you just got a full tangent about the dog that you didn't know before. So there you go. All right.
So when we last left off, Glisca had arrived at the small village of Black Bog. She had made friends with a ragamuffin scarecrow of a man named Delvin. She had won in the mud pit, which was the small arena that they have there in Black Bog, after a fight with the guy who runs the mud pit and the number one person there in a 3-way battle. The town champion has not been fighting because his daughter had been missing. Glisca runs into him at the Sleepy Dragon, and his name is Radovan, and helps him to find his daughter.
Now, in finding his daughter, she admits fully, I am not a typical adventurer, but my parents taught me when something good happens to you, return it to someone else. And because she won the fighting pit championship, she wanted to do something for him because no one should lose their child, and she wants to be heroic like her parents. So she just takes off into the bog. She has no searching skills whatsoever, just wanders off, and because I rolled well, she just so happens upon clues. And things go very not the way she thought heroic stories would go.
They find the missing daughter in the form of a hag. Turns out the hag was the missing daughter. And the hag turns on them after some discussion.
So in full, if you don't get it, his daughter had already been released from her life lease. And
been put on a t-shirt.
The hag had taken her place as a changeling. Old fairy tale folklore stuff where fairies would replace children with lookalikes. And in this case, it's how hags in his storyline what the hags would do, and now that she's of age, she turns into a hag and proceeds to try to kill us. But she has red caps working for her, so we also have to fight them. And me personally, as a player,
She loves red caps.
Don't like red caps at all. And so Delvin gets just absolutely brutalized by the red caps. He has no shins left because they kick him. And then we eventually defeat the hag. She disappears, and I just start angrily throwing furniture until I pummel her. Defeat her, and I find a crown, clean it off, carry Delvin out, and then I help the Radovan to push the tree down. He cuts it, I back up and football player tackle it, and Delvin sets it on fire, go back to the Sleepy Dragon.
Sleepy Dragon.
And I proceed to tell my story about all of it, and I keep getting interrupted by a what?
Sleepy Dragon.
By a Sleepy Dragon. But what kind of dragon was it?
It's an alehouse drake.
So I actually want to make a little alehouse drake to put on my shoulder because I love this thing.
Remind me later, and I will get that to you. It's not in the player's handbook.
No, it's its own little printout that you can find.
It's a DM's Guild.
So that is the story thus far.
And the last episode is Glisca recanting the entire tale by herself, with me looking on and interrupting her as the dragon.
Yeah, because I seriously thought that when he asked me to go over it, it was going to be one of those moments of me saying the first part of it and then me saying, and then I tell the rest of the story, but instead he's like, go on. And then at the very end, over half an hour of telling the story nonstop, then he says, roll a performance check.
Yep. With advantage.
Thankfully, I rolled well.
So.
Revan, no, you're not getting in the closet.
Not today. Finishing that up, there's been drinking, there's been song, there's been dance, there's been a lot of fun happening. And 2 days later, when all of it starts calming down again, we'll let you distract her.
At the closet. Come on. She's actually pulling the wood off the door.
Of course she is.
All right.
To start, you find yourself in the Sleepy Dragon, rolling around. Fine, I want to go outside.
He has sound effects going. Do you guys need us to turn it up? All right. So.
Over the past couple days with all the song and dance and everything, you've gotten to know a few of the people. And your room has been on the house. And they ask, do you want to stay? Do you want to be in the next fight in the fight pit when we have more people who want to join? And just constant like that. And on the third day, Delvin approaches you. Excuse me?
Yeah, what's up, Delvin?
I was...
Barnett?
Oh, sure.
Pick one of the big ones. They're really good. Here, I'll get it out for you. Ah! There you go.
Oh, thank you.
What's up?
Well, after having witnessed you fighting and then fighting some more, and I was wondering if you could help me with a small problem that I have.
Of course, buddy. What's up?
I haven't been entirely honest with you.
Go on.
Do you remember Bosk?
Yeah.
So, I actually owe him some money.
Really?
And after the past couple days, I have enough money to pay him off. But I was wondering if you'd come with me to do it.
Yeah, sure, that's all. I thought you were going to ask me to knock him out for you. I'll do that too.
Oh.
On the house.
Okay.
I'll gift wrap it.
I don't think that'll be necessary.
Oh, okay.
He's got some personal possessions of mine that I'd like to get back, but I can't get them back until I pay him.
Grab my axe, stand up, put it over my shoulder. Let's go.
Okay.
And head out.
It's about 20 minutes walk from here, but
how far out does he live?
Well, it's just on the other side of the village, but it's not so much where he lives, it's just where he wants to meet. I actually don't know where he lives.
Okay. Let's go.
Great. We'll have to go meet his contact to let them tell him that...
Let's go.
Oh, right. Okay.
I want to see it too.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh. And he starts hobbling out.
Follow after him, smiling at everyone, waving.
When you first arrived, it was dark, it was dreary, and a lot of that seems to have dissipated over the past couple of days.
Killing a hag, it's amazing what can happen.
There still doesn't seem to be a sun that lives anywhere in this area, but it does seem brighter, like the clouds are just that much thinner.
Okay.
As you're walking, he stops by you're passing by house after house, and then most of them are boarded up, or they've got the door hanging off the hinge, and you don't see people inside. It's just there. Like,
okay.
This place used to have a lot of people, and now it doesn't. As you continue walking, he stops by in front of one of these huts that looks like it might be occupied, and knocks on the door. Yeah.
Stand behind him.
Rough-looking human with scraggly brown beard, scarred bald head here, opens the door. What do you want? I'd like to see Mr. Bosk. It's Delvin. I have his money. Wait here.
This is going great. You're doing great, Delvin.
It's... Shut up! Who'll meet you in the regular place? Oh, okay.
What's the regular place?
Oh, he likes to meet in the cemetery.
Why?
I don't know.
Is that where your stuff... Oh, I know why. Is that where your stuff is?
I don't know where it is.
Is he in there?
I don't know. I've never been inside.
Knock on the door.
Door opens a little bit.
Hi!
Looks at Delvin.
Hey.
What do you want?
Bosk in there? We're old friends.
No.
Then how were you able to know the cemetery? And that's...
Send a message.
How? Are you a wizard? Oh! My face! Ah. Okay.
A couple people walking by are like...
Hey. How's it going?
She's the one who won that fight the other day. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's this way.
follow after him. The fastest carrier pigeon ever. Right? Follow after. Just kicking rocks and grinning. Not really understanding the full issue here. She will, I'm sure. I almost dropped that.
Don't do that.
I don't wanna. Alright. What do you guys think so far? I know it's a little slow. We're getting there. I still feel weird actually playing Glisca. Like, not in his skit.
Secret notes.
So I hope I'm doing well. Are you having fun?
I love role playing. I like role playing with you even more.
We're actually working on music for Glisca. Well, we're not, but someone we know is.
I have somebody who's working on something.
And it's exciting. Because, of course, it's going to have a metal vibe to it. Okay. So, yeah, following along behind him, it's his thing. She's there to help, so she's not going to, like, jump in front.
As you walk, taking the little streets and everything, the little dirt roads, you come to a large iron fence. The gate has the nice arch over it. Must have been nice at one point. And it looks like it says Black Garden.
Is it a garden or a cemetery? Is it a cemetery or a graveyard? That's two very distinct things.
Well, I think it's a graveyard because the temple's on the other side of town.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Is there a garden too?
I don't know.
That's very misleading.
I think it's in reference to ravens.
We don't have time for this, Delvin. We need to get your stuff and walk in.
Right. Okay. He takes you past the gates, and you visibly feel how it goes from that lighter gray to a deeper, almost darkness, even in daytime. As you're progressing past headstone and little mound here, the first thing that really sticks out to you is a large mausoleum, which looks like it's at the center, and everything just kind of goes down. And as you look down at this little building, from behind it steps Bosk. Wow. I didn't expect you to bring a friend. Even this one.
Yeah. Good to see you again, Bosk. Standing.
Oh, it is. I hear you got some money for me. Yes, sir. I got your money. Well, let's see it. He pulls out the pouch of money that he showed you over the past couple days from his winnings on betting on you. Boss goes, and somebody comes from behind one of the nearby tombstones and is like right next to you guys.
It's an immediate jump because she got startled.
Sure. Hand it in.
Where's his stuff?
I've got it. Don't you worry about that. I just gotta make sure it's all there first.
Same. We want to see his stuff. Right, Delvin?
I'm pretty sure that...
You want to see your stuff, right, Delvin?
Make an intimidation check.
I'm intimidating you for your own good. Don't you hear the intense music?
See, I heard it was the other way, where cemeteries are linked to churches. Graveyards are standing by themselves.
21. I rolled a 19. See? My Glisca dice.
It'd be really nice if I saw my stuff first.
Oh, and I also have my Glisca miniature.
So you're saying after all this time you don't trust me? And he's going to make an opposed intimidation check. No, he's not. It's not that. It's just, good business practice.
Like he said.
Bosk's half smile goes away. And in this light, now that you can really see what he looks like, he's very troll-like. He's got green skin, he's got fangs. When he moves his hands, you can see the claws. His clothing is haphazard, but you can see the studded leather and the bumps and warts and everything. He makes a symbol, and you see somebody else come out with a bag who sets it down in front of him and starts pulling out book after book after
Step
book.
away from his stuff while you're counting. He can look through his things and make sure they're all there while you make sure you have all your money.
Make a persuasion check.
That one was not so good. That is an 11.
Boys, keep an eye on him. The other two nod. One walks over to him with the money as he steps away from the books. The other one stays next to the books. What do I do now?
Go through your stuff.
Right. He starts making his way toward the stack. There's like 5 thick books here.
They took his books.
And he comes over and he moves through all of them real quick.
I stand over
Gets to the
him.
next, the bottom one, starts flipping through it. Okay. And then he starts just leafing through some of the other ones.
I watch Bosk. I'm standing next to Delvin, protectively over him, but laser focused on watching him count.
He's not counting a thing.
Oh, he's having someone else
He's
do it.
watching.
Okay. So, watching the person counting then.
When the guy counts and Delvin finishes, he's not even finished flipping through everything. The guy says something to Bosk. What? There's only 120 here. Where's the rest?
How much is it
He
supposed to
stops.
be?
I only owed you 110. Right. But interest.
That's why it's 120. Because that's a bigger number, Bosk.
That's only 10%. And not even that.
I know numbers are hard.
Interest is 10% a day. I want my money.
Did you shake on it?
Technically?
Did he specifically say 10% a day?
Oh, we never really discussed that aspect of it.
Here's what I'll do for you, Bosk. I'll give you 10 more gold and you're going to be happy with that.
He looks over you. Oh, better idea. Let me have your goggles. And you can keep the money and the property.
I'll give you 10 more gold and I'll let you walk away.
Let me walk. I like it when little people start telling me what I'm gonna do.
You've already almost gotten eaten by lizard people, and I've already made you eat dirt. And that was without my axe. Don't push it. That was all fun and games. Now, take the 10 and the bag and go.
Make an intimidation check.
Her daddy gave her the goggles. She's not giving them up. Can I have, like... bonus on that. 9. Not good. Work with me. Oh, now you want to do well.
That's because you said it wrong. 20.
15.
17.
15.
15.
Good. Pull out my bag, count out 15. Stinky! Point at one of his friends.
Aye.
Hand this to him.
All right.
Drop it in his hands.
How did you know his name?
Oh, that's sad.
Stinky, get out. Me? Hands him money. Disappears. Don't think this will be the last time you'll see each other. But I hope it is.
I'm sure you have more money I can get out of you. Come on, grab your books.
Where's my wand? Oh, yeah. I knew there was something I forgot. And he turns and starts walking.
You forgot to give him his wand. You should give him his wand.
Sad thing is I don't have it on me, so...
Oh, that's fine. We'll follow you to where you have it. Let's go, Delvin.
That sounds grand. It's just right over there.
Delvin,
Yeah?
you use magic, right?
Uh-huh.
Probably gonna need to do that.
Okay.
I want to roll an insight on our dear friend Bosk's intentions here, because as
Absolutely.
a player, I smell trap.
Make an insight
But
check.
that doesn't mean Glisca understands. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's better than I thought. 10.
He must have it right over there.
Axe over my shoulder or walking over?
As you start walking over, he shifts his position and goes behind where the mausoleum is.
That's a weird place to keep a wand.
Make a perception check.
Yes! 19.
When he does, you hear...
Sorry, guys.
It's from where he just stepped. Around the corner.
Run over there.
As you step over there, there's no Bosk. Delvin comes running up to you. What? What is it?
He used magic and got away.
Where did he go?
Go over to the wall and start tapping on it.
Delvin?
Right? Sneaky troll.
Appreciates the thoughts on that. I have a full list of his spells, but not what I'm doing here.
I have a dice tower I should use.
Oh, you have a dice tower that she made. That she can use. There's magic. There's magic everywhere.
Look around the graveyard. I don't like hearing that.
No, wait. This is it. This is why I came here. This is where the ley line is. This is where the ley line is.
What?
Magic can form a wall that makes spells and stuff stronger. It's here. It's right here.
You construct using magic?
They're natural. They're like
cliffs.
kind of, yeah, but just lines. And this one has it right through this way.
How do you
on this
use
building.
magic if it's a cliff?
What?
Is it like throwing rocks at people? Because I do that. I use magic?
What? I don't...
It's like
what?
a wall that's natural.
It's kind of like a stream. Like a stream.
So you drown people.
But it's like through the... Like, come here. And he like grabs you, starts pulling you. And when he gets you into the spot, he's standing there. And you can see what little bit of scraggly hair he does have is doing like this.
Okay.
You don't feel that?
Excuse me. Kind of like that?
No.
That's a sneeze.
No, that's nothing like that.
So
Nothing.
it deals with magic. You
It
can
deals with
explain
magic.
later.
It does. It deals with magic.
Because we need to find Bosk.
Right. There was a residual... It was... This whole area is magic, but there was like a spot where he must have disappeared from.
Uh-huh.
It was conjuration. It must have been a teleport of some kind. That's all I can think of. Because I know how to do it. I don't remember it's in my book. It would be.
Can you find him or not, Delvin?
Yeah, just give me some time. Let me go. I'll go do that. I'll
And
go
when
do.
we
Make a
find
perception
him.
check.
Ooh! 16. I actually used it, guys. I'm gonna put it. Let's see. Here. Ah! Now you can see it! Yay! Good choice of music, by the way.
Thank you. This is... Oh yeah, you hear a scrabbling sound. Like fingernails on rock. Or the squishing of feet in mud. And the faint, heavy breathing.
Take my axe off my shoulder, heft it in front of me.
As you look around, you see movement. And something reaches over a tombstone, and you hear that.
Delvin.
It starts peering up. Hold on, I've almost got it.
We're not alone, Delvin.
And as it peers up, in your dark vision where it's low light, you see reflections in the eyes, and they look empty and hungry.
Hey, Delvin. Does this graveyard have undead?
Think he went that way. I don't know. When I first started doing my research, I just got over here when I didn't have any money anymore.
I remember stories about the undead. Excuse me. And jump and run over.
Make your attack roll.
My attack roll. I'm going to grab my character sheet so I'm not leaning over here constantly. Okay. So that is a 17 to hit.
That hits, even with the added AC of hiding behind something.
Alright. I don't normally use a dice tower, so this is exciting for me. 10 damage.
So you come down on it, hit it right in the shoulder, and it staggers away from the tombstone. It's got the gray skin that looks all emaciated. Its jaw hangs loose with the tongue lolling out. And it looks at you. Initiative. You go first.
All right. Do a quick look around. Do I see any more?
As you do a quick look around, you do not see any more. If you'd like to make, because you're focused on this one here, if you want to spend your action doing a perception check.
No, we're going to do reckless attack, and then we're going to go ahead and attack.
Okay.
So... Okay. 20.
20 hits.
Okay. And that is 6 damage. And extra attack?
Yeah.
And that is...
I'm glad you think it's zombies.
25 to hit.
That also hits and is a heavy hit.
And that's just stacking the max die on top?
Yep.
Okay, so
no,
that...
it's just rolling an extra die.
Okay, so 7. 17.
Don't forget, you get an extra die 6
Oh,
damage.
right. $23. So should I roll the d6 again for the previous?
For the previous hit and for the previous hit.
That's an additional 1. And another additional 1.
Okay. So, as you come down on it this time, you just cleave it right
My
through
worry is it's a ghoul.
through the center, and it just and starts falling apart, collapses, and the flesh starts melting into this strange black goo, leaving behind a very bleached looking skeleton after the goo starts moving away.
Slowly start backing up, looking around, because I don't want to just run back.
Go ahead and make your perception check now.
14. And I'm trying to keep it so that way when I roll, if he wants to check what I'm rolling,
You see
there.
3 pairs of eyes
Delvin.
peering at you from the near darkness. Hold on, I've almost got it. There he is.
Start backing up towards him.
What's up?
There are things in the graveyard, Delvin.
Sorry, guys. All right.
Awkward silence.
Oh. Oh no. We should probably leave.
What are they?
I'm gonna guess they're undead of some kind.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed!
One of them tears over and on all fours is running toward the pair of you.
What does instinctive pounce do?
Instinctive pounce. That sounds really familiar. I think that's in the player's handbook. That's too far back. That's too far forward. Why do you have things on there? I don't remember what they do.
It's in your handwriting.
I know it's in my handwriting. That's what makes it worse. Anybody?
I think there's a slow trying to figure it out. Which, it's kind of perfect that undead anything is trying to figure it out. Ghost Rider was my first comic. I haven't seen the movies.
Which is unfortunate because I like Nick Cage.
But even though people say they're bad, I still want to watch them. Thank you. You guys giving feedback and stuff like that is really helpful.
If I remember correctly, that is
I'll Google it.
the at the end of a charge, like at the end of a dash, you get full. You still get an attack, not a full attack, but you still get an attack. Hey, it's in Tasha's. As part of the bonus action, you take to enter rage.
It's an extra movement that round.
You can move up to half your speed.
Okay.
There's another one that does the other thing I was thinking, and I can't remember what that one is. I think that's why it said.
Okay. That's why I have my phone here, so I can quickly look stuff up in reference. While we have the books, I want to be able to quickly get this stuff too, because I know the basics. I am still relatively new to playing 5e Barbarian, so I didn't pick Barbarian because it's a class that I know inside and out. I'm still getting to know the subtle changes that have come with everything from Pathfinder and stuff. So doing this is helping me learn. All right. So do we need to roll initiative again?
Yes, roll initiative.
Because Glisca's just going to run right at him. That landed on its side, on a catty corner. 13 again. That's apparently her favored number.
And Delvin
what?
goes first.
I'm going to have her standing on the tower. Look at that.
Don't let her fall in it. All right.
That sounds like something she would do.
So Delvin reaches into his pouch, pulls out something, and aims. And
excuse me.
Rolls not so well. Fire gathers at his fingertips and flies in the direction of the creature and hits one of the tombstones, making it
scoot closer.
Your turn.
Okay, so excuse me. Can I reckless attack and rage in the same round?
Yes.
Okay, so
because the rage is a bonus action.
Got it. So I'm gonna rage and reckless attack.
Okay.
It's a good thing I did that. Natural 20.
Oof. All right.
And then can I do extra attack or because I did reckless attack?
Extra attack and reckless attack stack.
Okay, excellent.
So first of all, we're going to roll damage for that first one.
Now, because of the homebrew rule for heavy hits, I get it confused with how crit damage works.
Okay, we're going to keep crit damage the way we had it before, where we max the damage, and then whatever dice you were going to roll, you still
Okay,
roll.
so it's 15 max.
Nope. It is 31 max. Because you keep forgetting you're reckless attacking, which gives you extra bludgeoning and extra thunder damage because of Pitman's ability.
I forgot about my
plus
thunder
rage damage, plus strength damage.
Right. So, for those who haven't seen the previous explanations, we OP'd Glisca's weapon a bit because it has its own story that we haven't covered in game yet. But also because she's a solo character, we wanted to put on a bit of a theatric show on her being able to handle things as a single tank. So, yeah, it's a little bit OP. So, all right.
But you hit this one. You 31. Do 31 plus your dice.
So it yells, I yell, come in, and just swing straight across. And then that is 7, 12, and then what's the thunder damage? Or is that just the one time for that?
Pitbane. Oh, you don't have it listed here.
No, that's why I was confused. Because I think you gave me a...
I gave you a card at one point.
Mm-hmm.
These are all... During reckless attack while raging, it does an additional 1d8 thunder damage.
1d8. Ah, there it is. Okay.
For ease of reference, index cards are amazing.
So 1, 5, 13 in total.
13 plus the 31.
44.
It's 44. So when you hit this one, it connects to the bone and it cleaves deep into the chest, and then that thunder explodes outward and it just shatters and collapses. Your next attack.
Is there one within movement range?
When you rage, you got an extra 15 feet of movement. There is another one within 30 feet.
So, gonna carry through, swing around, and then come straight down. Still reckless attacking.
Yep.
Another natural 20.
Boom!
And it's right there if you need to check.
I see it.
Okay.
And was that on your first roll or on your... Wow.
So, yeah. Yell, run forward, swipe, come down.
Another 31
so 31.
plus dice.
Let me just go ahead and
A
grab all
D6,
these.
a D8, and a D10.
Yep. All right, let's see how this works. I went to roll them and then put them in the dice tower. All right, so 8, 15, 16, 21.
21 plus 31
So that's
is
52.
So yeah, upon hitting that one, it cleaves into the head. Clink! And
I just imagine it being in its head and her up in the air, her feet out on either side, like comically.
I'm down for that. And that leaves the third one that you see. And that one runs up. I need to get back to that page.
This is going well. Yay, guys. Thank you for being here. I don't roll a lot of natural 20s during game at all.
It's usually me when I'm running characters.
I'm really excited.
That's what I was checking. Okay, so it runs up and claws at you.
And, of course, it has advantage.
It has advantage.
The downside to reckless attack.
And it gets a natural 20.
Ooh.
That is...
Okay.
15, 16, 17, 18, 22, which is then halved because you're raging. 22 slashing damage. I need you to make a Constitution save. You feel the filth of this creature as it slashes through your skin. As tough as you are, it burns, and it just feels like you just want to, and you muscle through it. Bringing it to Delvin's turn.
Oh, it only gets one attack?
It only gets one attack. Delvin. Oh, that's cocked. That's worse.
I hope not.
Alright, so Delvin gathers the flames on his fingers again and fires.
Someone guessed a white.
Whew. Thank you for reminding me about those. Let me flip pages. Doing 8 points of fire damage as the fire hits the thing right in the shoulder, bringing it to Glisca's turn. She looked at the page. Cheater! Just kidding.
Hey, they guessed right after that,
I
though.
know.
So, all right. I get clawed.
No. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. You get clawed.
I get clawed. He blasts the magic. She does not like getting hit, so she comes in.
Before she strikes, starting within 5 feet of this creature, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Do you want me to re-roll that?
Yeah, it's cocked. Reroll it. As she destroys the town, it is Glisca. She destroys the town.
I did. I took it out. It made me mad. 17.
Okay.
Constitution?
Man.
Hold on. Constitution,
Yep.
you said? Okay. Yeah, 17.
So standing here for just this brief moment, it goes, and its breath and the smell of like mold and mildew and everything almost overpowers you, and you keep from retching, and you may move forward with your attacks as normal.
Natural 20!
How do you want to do this?
Thank you. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you here again and get rest. So it does that breath thing. She does not like that at all. So she turns it into a golf swing with her axe up under his chin
So
to make it
hitting
stop.
it here, and you said reckless attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that impact, just the head liquefies as the thing hits the ground.
And just for show, kicking the body over.
Sure. Body collapses. As you make a perception check with disadvantage because you're raging.
With disadvantage. 12.
You hear something moving over there.
Turn and yell at it out of instinct.
Sure. You turn and yell. You see a handful more starting to crawl out from hidden places in the dirt. Like suddenly they're waking up.
Kelvin!
We should go. We should go. We should go. We should
Drop
go.
the rage, turn, and run. Because they're not attacking. It's not an attack of opportunity.
Nope, it's not an attack of opportunity.
Getting out of dodge.
However, this has now become a chase. I need you to make an athletics roll with advantage because you're a little bit faster than they are.
Cocked.
Cocked.
I'm going to turn my thing. Alright, so... Athletics, you said?
Yep.
23.
So,
Yeah.
kind of.
We're going to run behind tombstones, and then they're going to come that way, and then we're going to go... Yeah.
They start coming. Delvin picks up his books as best he can, and he starts running, but he's not very fast. And they start catching up. You're able to easily
I grab him.
distance them.
Put him over my shoulder and start running.
I will have you make athletics again with disadvantage. Because carrying a human is unwieldy. This guy has the zoomies.
21.
Na.
I did originally roll a 19,
Okay.
but of course it was disadvantage.
Yeah.
So
So you start chugging and dragging, and his feet keep hitting the ground and digging up dirt, and it slows you down a little bit. And at one point, he catches one of the tombstones. Ah!
Dalvin, pick your feet
I'm
up!
trying! You're still outpacing them. What skill would you like to do to try to evade them? Would you like to continue running with athletics? Would you like to try acrobatics and jump over some stuff that hopefully they can't?
You know what? Yeah. There's a ton of tombs here. Because I can carry a heavier load, I have him over one shoulder, axe on the other. We're going to start hopping top of tombstone to top of tombstone.
Okay, make that acrobatics with disadvantage.
Oh! I jump and land face down, legs in the air, on a 5.
Yeah, you're not so spectacular. So you jump from tombstone to tombstone, and then you go to almost hit that one, but you overshoot.
Ow!
They don't really make a whole lot of progress to catch up on you on a total of 2.
Okay, stand up. You okay,
They're trying to
Delvin?
climb up a side of one of the walls of earth as they got stuck behind something. Yeah, I think I'm okay. You do take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you fell.
Okay, so
Last attempt. You're outpacing them pretty well. You're almost to the gates.
if I were to pick up one, I know this is desecration, but this is out of desperation. If I were to pick up one of the tombstones and chuck it into them, would that be enough, like, thinking of what you see in, like, shows and stuff, hitting them so that way it creates enough of an impact to give us
I
more
will say
time?
that you can definitely try that. That's a throw anything, and you would do like Tavern Brawler damage
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm thinking.
You do have that ability. Because it is a tombstone and they are kind of in the dirt, it will be hard unless you are raging to pull it out to throw it.
If it's that difficult, then it's better just to run.
Okay.
Because that's just going to take more time. We're not going to do...
Actually, make a perception check. Just as
You don't mind I re-rolled that, do
Not
you?
at all.
Okay. So perception,
Yep.
even though it was a natural 20,
Mhm.
it's 22 in total.
You actually do see a tombstone that's toppled over.
Excellent. Grab that, and we're going to discus, spin around, and then chuck it.
I'd like you to roll a d6 for me.
D6?
Yep.
5.
Okay. Now, make your attack roll. It's coming.
19.
19.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. That was... Unarmed is 18.
Okay. So 18. You pick up the tombstone, glancing at it real quickly, and in your mind, as you discus throw it at them, the headstone of Samuel Fiola careens directly into the lead creature
Good shot, Sammy.
and knocks them like bowling pins backward. And as they're pulling themselves up, Delvin launches a firebolt into the area
Give us 1 second
And
to
it
get
goes
through this segment.
and collects and torches everything. And he's just...
Nice shot!
And they start screeching and running in different directions. Can we go now?
Yeah! That was awesome! And run.
Thank you for helping me. You guys
Yeah.
get outside of the gates.
Wasn't that it was fun? Cut the feed? What? We didn't cut the feed. Are we still on? Are we still there?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Good. Real quick.
Drokangel?
What is it you guys are wanting to know? Because someone asked about Tavern Brawler. My D&D encyclopedia. Would you like to explain?
Tavern Brawler gives her the option of using her unarmed attack, but she also can use improvised weapons.
It's the idea of actually
Good.
providing something in D&D where if you're in a tavern brawl and you want to grab a bar stool and use it as a weapon, or you want to
Chair,
fisticuffs,
table, a mug.
the bottle, whatever, instead of taking those huge penalties for using an improvised weapon, instead it is an opportunity for that character to be rewarded because that's what they do.
It's a great all-around flavor feat.
And since in one of the episodes,
It's a feat.
a kid asks her how she got started as a barbarian, and she said she started by breaking furniture, and that's kind of the joke, is that's how she got Tavern Brawler, was she
It's
used
every
furniture.
class. Every class
So,
has access to it.
Yeah.
To answer Sir Dempsey.
Yeah.
Senior
It just so... I may be playing a barbarian, but it's not the barbarian like what most people think of. She picked barbarian simply because she gets excited when she rages. Like, it's a, ha-ha, let's fight kind of thing. And then there are the moments where you hit me and she hits back. And, yeah. So instead of it being the like passed down generations kind of thing, because her mom was a bard and was an orc. Her dad is a gnome who is an artificer. I say was, like past tense. They're still alive and happy and well. Yeah, it's a really good feat. I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it, I should say. It's come in handy a lot. And I'm learning how to stack the different things. You'll hear me ask about it. I want to make sure that I'm not double dipping or doing something incorrectly. And you know a lot about the stuff, and you're able to help me.
I know a lot about the rules as written, but I also have a lot of homebrew stuff that I'm constantly going over, because that's where the game starts getting really fun, especially for home games.
And like we've talked about, 5e is about the story. 3rd edition and 3.5 unfortunately had a huge problem it helped me learn math when I was way younger. It had an issue with min-maxing. So what happens with the tombstone? I threw it and I took out the leader of the pack. His name was Samuel, the tombstone. So I said, nice hit, Sammy, as it hit the leader of the pack and knocked them over like bowling pins. That all kind of, I don't know if the
and then the tombstone itself rolled a natural 1 on an entropy check and shattered.
Oh, poor Sam.
Poor Sammy.
But hey, he did well. I don't know if TikTok had quit. Twitch had stopped running for us during that time, but yeah. And then Delvin, of course, blew the rest of them up. So, okay. I didn't know. But yeah, the tombstone broke, unfortunately. Rest in peace. So, running to the spot.
Yeah, you get back to the front gate, and you're back out in the street in front of the cemetery.
So where'd he go?
It looked like a short range teleport. I'm not sure. I got distracted from that.
Well, let's figure it out, because I have a play date with Bosk.
We could start with his man back at the room, the hut.
Let's go. Lead the way.
Right. It's this way.
And follow after him.
And we head back.
Okay. I'm sorry.
As you
That sucks.
get back to the door, he walks up to the door.
Kick it open.
Ooh, make an athletics check. Athletics, because this is strength based.
13. I actually get to play a barbarian that's kicking the door down.
You guys tie, so I want you to re-roll. Wait,
Okay.
your strength.
My
Your
strength is an
higher.
18.
So you kick it. Oh! And it opens a little bit. And he's just like, oh!
Wedge my body in and shove the rest of the way.
Make another one.
Oh, that's crooked again. That would have been good. Oh, that's even better, though. Athletics still, or straight strength?
Athletics again.
It's the same thing. 26.
That's a lot better. So yeah, you shove it wide open. Hey!
And I'm going to say that goes with her powerful build, just like in description wise, that she has, where it's that wedging and just shoving.
It doesn't, but it does go with something else your character has.
No, I'm just like description wise.
Sure,
yeah.
sure. She's a totem of the bear as well, which means you get advantage when pushing.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Aspect of the beast, bear. It's advantage on push, pull, lift, and breaking objects.
Which the door would count in this case. So yeah.
No, thank you.
So you shove it open, and you get into the room. This front room is completely barren. You see some spider webs in the corners, a couple doorways off, and a door in the back as well. And he just Why, you... And pulls a knife.
I'm Glisca. Sorry, axe. I'm Glisca. I'm sure you know who I am.
Make a charisma check.
Ooh, 9.
Yeah, you won the pit. I know you.
Yeah.
You don't scare me.
No. Okay. That gives us something to bond over. But where's Bosk?
He's not here.
Where's Bosk?
He's not
I
here.
didn't ask if he's here. Where's Bosk?
You'll tell her. Or I'll set you on fire. Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Good go. I look. I turn and go like this at him. With advantage, you said good because that sucked. Intimidation is 13, and that was with advantage.
He looks between the two of you. Turns and makes a break for the back room.
Alright, so taking my axe and holding the very end of the handle,
Oh no.
I'm going to use the flat end of the axe to take out his legs. He's running away. Is that an attack of opportunity?
It is not.
Dang it.
Because he wasn't within reach.
That's 11 to hit. I should have done reckless attack.
So, that is his armor class, meaning it's a glancing blow and does half damage.
Yeah, it's still damaged.
Still damage.
Alright, so... 6, 3. I'm sorry. Thank you for being here as long as you were. Here, I'll type it out. Get out of the way, Quartz. Can you hold those? Never mind. There.
This is going to be put elsewhere.
Oh yeah, we're going to be posting this. We're going to take this footage and we're going to post it on YouTube as well because we want to keep all the Glisca adventures together, even if it's for archive purposes. So.
He had made a break for it. You hit him. How much damage was it?
3.
Oh,
That was
wow.
after I halved it.
Perfect. So yeah, we're going to make just a quick save here.
Is Delvin actually going to follow through and set him on fire?
He does. He kind of staggers a little bit, but he keeps his feet. I need the 3 of you to roll initiative.
Okay.
To see if Delvin can get the shot off.
Oh, my dice are tired because of all the 20s I rolled. 5. Come on, baby. You can do this. I believe in you.
The guy keeps trying to make a break for it. He uses his action to disengage,
Okay.
meaning you don't get the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
I think it's called that. It might be opportunity attack. You don't get that. As he makes a break for the back room, he moves his 30 feet. It's your turn.
I'm going to reckless attack.
Okay, so you chase him down. Gotcha.
Do I need to dash to do that, or is he still within range?
He's still within the 30
Okay.
feet, and you got a 35-foot movement, so.
Natural 20. But I'm also not trying to harm him or kill him. To misquote Firefly,
Fuzzy
the
on the
Adventuring Guild, the Adventuring Code is fuzzy on kneecaps.
Fair enough.
So taking out his shin and breaking his leg, he'll be fine.
So, interesting point of note that I want to bring up because it's a really good thing to do. Damage, rules as written, can be non-lethal no matter what class you're doing. If you do 500 damage and you say, I don't want him dead, they don't die. They go to 0 and they stabilize. That's part of it. So, roll your damage on your natural 20. So, it's 31.
14 So that's 44 in total.
44 in total. So yeah, you flat right into his back and just...
No. She's going directly for the leg. I'm serious about breaking his leg.
Well, it breaks.
Yes.
And he is 0 hit points and incapacitated.
Flip it back. Grab him by the shirt. Look at Delvin. Where do you want him?
I don't have to set him on fire, do I?
Well, Delvin, you did make a threat. I'm not saying set him on fire. I'm just saying it's not out of the realm of possibility
But
when
he's
it
not
comes
even
to
awake.
questioning. If you could spark your fingers if he won't answer us. I mean, the possibilities are still there.
I can do this.
You do. You can.
I can do this.
I'd put him against the wall. Not Delvin, the guy.
Make a medicine check with disadvantage.
What? You mean that didn't work? Okay. I made things so much worse. 4.
Strangely enough, he loses. He's down a death save.
Huh.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay,
I start
thank you.
looking around for any trapdoors.
Oh, make an investigation check.
Investigation is much better than my medicine check on an 18.
This place is weird. Nobody obviously lives here.
This is obviously a front.
Yeah, there's not even like a pallet for somebody to sleep on. No hay on the floor, nothing. It is empty. As you go through here, the only doors you find are the front door, the doors to each of the rooms, and the back door.
I go over to the rooms and look in while Delvin's doing whatever he's doing.
Okay, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. And when you come in, the guy's clothes are ripped off, and he's got a stick, down his leg that's tied onto it. Yeah.
Walk over.
Here.
What?
It's a healing potion.
You do it. Trust me. Hold on. Wait. Stand behind him. Now.
Pours it into his mouth.
When you see me doing this, this is axe over my shoulder. So standing there. You ready to talk?
Make an intimidation check. What do you want to know?
Natural 20, intimidation in total. The reason you'll hear me say natural 20 and then still give the total is just because it's a natural 20 doesn't always mean it's a success on skill checks. That is 22.
Ooh. Okay. I don't know where Boski's. Comes and goes when he pleases.
Where's he keeping the wand?
The what?
The rest of his stuff.
He probably keeps it on his person. He doesn't like to... I don't know.
Where does he hang out?
Oh. I don't know. But, I could send him a message.
Look at Delvin.
Yes, I would like to speak with him again, please. If you don't mind. Please. He reaches down and pulls out a small piece of parchment.
You're getting there, Delvin. You're getting there.
Pulls out a small piece of charcoal. Is that alright?
Look at Delvin. You check it.
Okay.
I know how to read. It is an unfair barbarian stereotype that I do not know how to read.
I think that'll do nicely. All right. He takes the paper, crumples it, drops it, and as it drops, it just kind of...
How'd you do that?
I don't know. It's just something he gave me to keep in contact with him.
What? The paper?
Yeah. It's some kind of thing he gave me.
You need that, Delvin.
I've heard of things like that before.
I
They used
haven't.
them in the mage schools for quick reference, but most of those have to be put into a fireplace. Huh. And you just did that with your hands? Yeah. Something about how hot my hands get. Interesting.
How long is it going to take?
Little black embers. And there's
That
a
was
piece
quick.
of paper on the floor. Delvin picks it up. In some of the prettiest handwriting you've ever seen in ink, it says, "That's too bad."
Wow, it even has his accent.
Guess I won't be seeing you after all. Bosk.
Look at the guy. Seems we have a problem. Hand him the note.
And when he takes it, I have nothing to do with this. It's not my fault.
But you know where he is.
I don't know where he is.
I feel like you do.
I swear on my mother. I don't know where he is.
I'd probably swear on your mother too, but she's not here.
Delvin puts a hand on your shoulder. We should take him to the authority.
You're right, because you're an accomplice.
What?
You're an accessory after the fact. Theft. Bosk stole his items. So you're a criminal. Good job.
What? What? No! That's not it.
I mean, it would really suck if you got away from us after you tell us where Bosk is, and we can't take you to the authorities, but as it stands, I mean...
I don't know where he is.
As a...
But I understand he likes to hang out at the Sleepy Dragon.
Delvin, how do you feel about getting a drink?
I don't know. They give me heartburn.
It's a clever way of saying we should go to the bar, because that's where he hangs out.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting
that's
there.
That's peopling.
Yes!
Oh.
Yes!
Okay.
We're getting there.
He stands back up.
You need to find a new profession.
Right. I'll go sweep houses. Is it true
What?
that you killed the hag what's been having a curse on the town?
We did.
We did.
Gesture to Delvin.
Oh.
I mean, I was the one who officially, but he helped.
She wouldn't have been able to do it without me?
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, I didn't know if that was true or not.
Do you need this? Hold up the paper.
No.
Good. Hand it to Delvin.
He takes it.
Happy birthday.
I might be able to reverse engineer this. He folds it very carefully.
Off to the dragon. And
That
to the bar.
is where we're going to call it for tonight.
Okay. Wow. About an hour and a half. Not bad. So let's discuss. Feedback from you guys is always great. Drokangel, good DMing, as always.
Fair to middling.
Oh, shush. You did great.
It was fun. That's all that's important. Was it fun?
I just hope for anyone who has seen Glisca content that coming in here, it is not a disappointment to see her played out.
The point of all of this is to take that energy, put it into a game, make it as realistically cartoony as possible, because I have certain parameters that my brain can't get past. But I do want to make it fun and lively.
Do you remember Order of the Stick?
Yes.
I can't stop thinking about Order of the Stick when I play Glisca.
You know, because inspirations are a thing, you should totally do a short thing of Glisca as an Order of the Stick character.
Oh, man.
You've done that kind of art before with previous characters, and I think it goes really well with this one, too.
It's just that...
Her name was Lunara.
It's supposed to be... that happy-go-lucky adventure book type feel. That's how, when I go into a game, I always think of different fantasy novels that inspired me, and that's, I can't help it. But like the way I'm playing her, I don't want to be obnoxious, but I also want to have that let's go do the thing energy.
And this is from two directions, because I definitely want that in the game. That's definitely the whole purpose of this, but my brain is very not quite Forgotten Realms, Dritz level of detail on stuff is where my brain is. Getting it out of my mouth is another story. But that level of intensity. And I'm trying not to be so intense, let it be the fun side and balance that. As
someone who knows those stories along with you, I think it's a good balance of, oh no, the undead, like the way you presented them, and then the action that took place. It was a good balance of just intense enough without it being over the top dramatic. As a player who knows these different monsters, I try really hard not to show in character. Oh, awesome!
Captain Harlock, Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime. It is a CG movie. It's really well done. I enjoyed it.
I think it's the dub on there. I don't know if they have the sub version, which is probably just as awesome, but the dub one was really good.
Yeah. It was really, really good. What are you going to be playing? I'm going through all of it. Like,
and while you're telling us that, natural 20s in my games, you max out whatever the dice are. So if you got a die 10, then you got 10.
I hope we're not too loud on that mic.
Plus bonuses. I hope so too. 10 plus bonuses, and you max out all the dice that are involved, and then you roll the dice once. That's why she starts at a base of 31 damage when raging with reckless attack.
And it's also why you'll hear me get confused, because there are different ways to do things, and I get, especially with numbers, I have a very hard time with numbers. So I still remember how crits used to be, and that's immediately where my brain goes. So trying to reprogram that, and I don't crit enough to apply Except tonight. Usually I do the heavy hit home rule instead of it being a straight crit. So
yeah, usually in the heavy hit home rules, if it's an AC plus 10, so if it's like a 12 AC but you roll 22 or higher, you do an extra die of damage, whatever the weapon's die
and
is.
There's different characters that I would actually like to live stream here. What is the name of the channel that I...
Level Up TV?
Level Up TV. I got invited to do a live stream with one of the guys from
Deerstalker Productions.
Deerstalker Productions.
The DM
from Deerstalker Productions. It was a lot of fun. And I actually played for the first time a Ganassi. I'd never played one before. I did a randomly generated character that...
On D&D Beyond. It's important.
I was going to get there. On D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
But I did a randomly generated character that ended up being a fire Ganassi. She was an earth Ganassi to start with, but I didn't want to do that. So I went with fire. And she's a warlock druid. And she was a lot of fun to play in this one-shot campaign with that group. I hadn't done an online game before like that, and a one-shot was a really good way to introduce it. And I want to play that character more, I think.
Which, incidentally, I don't know if this would be something interesting for you guys, but I do have notes for a separate one-shot that we could redo that whole thing. We started to do it at home, and then some other stuff started happening, and we started doing this, but that could be a character that we do on here as well.
I also want to run some games on here as well, if you guys are interested in hearing me DM. For those of you who joined for that one game that I DM'd, we're actually also going to be running a group game with some
Believe
friends
in Fate
at some point.
Yeah.
Sotada and Believe in Fate. Don't know when that's happening. But we would like to do more stuff on here. Now, someone mentioned about you having your own Twitch channel. Is that something you're wanting to do, or do you like using mine?
No, I mean, I have Twitch. I haven't done any live streams there, so I don't know.
Now, you are a great DM. Have you ever thought about opening it up to people to run game for?
I have considered that. That's something that I've kind of thought about. I know Arcane Anthems runs games on the weekly. I've thought about joining them. The issue for me is timing. My regular at-home 9 to 5 is like afternoon to evening, so that cuts into a lot of time.
And then trying to match it up to other people to make time for that can be very problematic. But it is something you're interested in doing?
It's an interest that I have. I don't know if there will be... I don't know yet.
And yeah, we're going to be... I'm trying to stream more. I am. I had a lot of people ask me to do it, and I'm trying to, but I definitely want to stream that game. I also want to put back together the Astral Hammer game, the Glory Hammer. For those of you who don't know, I am a huge fantasy metal fan, like Glory Hammer, Powerwolf, Sabaton. Oh my gosh, there's such a huge list. And I ran a game based on Glory Hammer, and I want to put that game back together and run it again. It's Angus McFife, yeah. And the game was based on the album where they're dealing with the Astral Hammer, and I made it into an actual magic item that they're trying to go get, and it deals with, dwarves that live on a meteor and zombie unicorns that shoot lasers and stuff like
and
that.
Running over a lich with a
spaceship. Yeah. So I want to bring all that back. I have the notes somewhere, and I want to live stream that game. That'll be with Ivy Call Cosplay and her partner.
Yep.
Which I don't know when we'll be able to do that, but I hope soon if they're willing. If he shows up to training tomorrow, I can ask him that.
That's true.
But we have a lot of plans we want to do here. We're not looking to have a huge audience. It's not about popularity or anything. We want to make sure we entertain you guys, and we're giving you something that you want to tune into.
Kind of. That's that's kind of what happened with the Lich.
Yeah.
She was in a sleigh being pulled by zombie unicorn.
Zombie unicorns that shoot lasers.
They
and
became
are
bugs on the windshield of our space
because my
jammer.
player says,
Spelljammer.
"Can I run the ship into them?" I was like, "Please don't."
Natural
you can,
20.
but don't. And then he rolled a natural 20 and just plowed into this Lich's
Hopefully I won't die
like,
this time.
But your character was the angsty edge boy, so it kind of worked when he would die and come back even more like, now I must avenge myself kind of attitude.
Playing a Dampier swashbuckler pirate.
Yeah, it was like very early 2000s anime.
Fit in with Spelljammer.
It did. It worked. A spell jamming half vampire pirate.
Vampire Spelljam.
It was great. I liked it. And then you had the peace out monk who was kind of a hippie and
Way
new
of
age.
Tranquility. Yep.
Yeah.
Path of Tranquility. Whatever
It was great. And I forgot what he played.
He's the Dragonborn Cleric of the Forge.
Yeah. My favorite song. I right now have Set the Universe on Fire stuck in my head, but that is
we
not...
listened to it earlier today.
Honestly, Legend of the Astral Hammer, because I just love the that they have going on. And it's just so much fun. Windrose, that's another
Apocalypse
group.
1992.
That one's good, but it's
Glory
not one
Hammer.
of it's not one of my favorites. When it comes to my favorites, the ones that have the unicorns in it is actually definitely one.
Power of the Laser Dragonfire.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm simple. I love pretty much anything from them. I'm going to enjoy. I want my sorceress to be recognized by them because they're the reason I created her. That like over the top metal character that you could see in like Heavy Metal magazine or something, and just it's so fun. Of course, Windrose, Diggy Diggy Hole was the first song I heard from them, and I had no idea that there was a regular version of it. I thought that was the original. So when I found out that it was like a Minecraft thing and stuff, I was like, oh.
Real quick to make sure this is covered, tonight's music is brought to you by Tabletop Audio.
I'm going to, that's actually helpful because I'm going to put that in the description when I repost all this.
Yep.
So yeah, thank you guys for joining us tonight. This was a lot of fun. We're not necessarily done yet. If you guys have more questions about the game, the character, anything we have planned, how you make your beard look so nice, anything like that, please, we're gonna sit here and hang out for a little bit, hydrate. So
Again, we're going to be doing this game. I don't know if we'll do it weekly, but we'll do it.
we
as
talked
often as
about doing
possible.
it bi-weekly,
I think
and
bi-weekly because scheduling stuff.
and then in between we can just run whatever.
Yeah. Wild Beyond Witchlight is on the way. I know you mentioned you wanted to run it for the group, but you also said you wanted to run it for that.
I am so looking forward to getting a hold of that because it's Faye stuff,
yeah,
and that is.
Yeah. So I told you that it comes in two parts.
Mm-hmm.
There's the book itself, and then there's the extras that come with it. So it's like extra dice and stuff like that. But I don't know what the dice. They just look like little red gem things. I don't know if they're
I'm
special. Or
excited!
whatever. But there's the extra like.
Give me a sec. I'll tell you.
Book work that comes with it. And it covers more of fairy stuff. There was somebody mentioned, I don't remember where it was, but somebody mentioned that there's a text that will be how to create your own fairy lords, kind of like how Ravenloft has to create your own dark lords. So that might be what the extra stuff is.
Okay, so that's one.
Favorite Teen Titan, just out loud real quick.
Favorite Teen Titan. Starfire or Cyborg, weirdly.
That's fair. I'm the Edge boy, so of course Raven.
I love her too. Obviously, I mean, I like cosplaying as her. Magic Dragon.
Do you?
Yes. I did one from the Random Encounters Generator book, and I want to do the one we were just talking about, the Witchlight one.
Wild Beyond Witchlight's
Hail to Krail is another
Hail
one.
to Krail.
I'm just typing out a list now. Rise of the Chaos Wizards is another one. There. Yeah, the Prison Portal was a fun one to run. The group game I'm going to be doing for Believe in Fate and Sotara will also be from that book, but we're actually going to start from the beginning of the book and then try to run characters all the way through it. So that is okay. Thank you for joining us.
Alehouse Drake.
I want to make a stuffed one because I love making dragons.
Remember when we cleaned this room and you found like 24 dragons?
Yes.
What do you want to do with those?
Well, originally I was going to sell them, and then I realized that I'm attached to them. And everyone's like, you should make things and sell them. It was like, sometimes artists makes things because we just like to has these things. So, I also want to eventually do live streams where I'm going over crafts for D&D. Because D&D can be a very expensive hobby, and I want to help you guys save on the money.
All the click-clack math rocks.
Like this.
$4, $5.
I would go out and say, high end, you're looking at $8 for this dice tower, and it is so easy to make. It looks complicated. But I also want to do like little dice prison, dice rolling tray, how to make like the mimic boxes, and then like the fold up dice trays, stuff like that. I want to teach people how to do it.
Dice tray.
Oh yeah, I made that one too. So that way, even if you're not a crafty person, simple materials that are $1 each, maybe a little bit more if you have to get supplemental things, so you guys can make your own stuff. And yeah, finding out that Glisca actually fits on this tower, like she's about to take it on, makes me so happy. Like, look at that.
Again, I want to go back because I forgot to finish that. The whole reason we're doing this game again is because I got inspired writing all of this stuff down in like an adventure format for an insert or a drop-in. If you guys wanted to use Black Bog, the character Glisca at this juncture, or something for your own home games. That's I'm trying to get it all together.
If you don't mind me just saying it, he's going to be working on a module, like a full module write out, and we're kind of testing out different ideas for it, and then we would like to test it out with other people to see how it plays. Instead of it being just a single player, make it to where you have the single player route or the group.
Yep.
So, yeah, this was fantastic. If you guys don't have any other questions, thank you for DMing tonight, Drokangel.
Thank you for being here.
Always a pleasure. That was awkward. Better than the fist bump I got the other day where the person goes, and I was just like,
done.
Here, it was just so weird. But I appreciated it. They were being nice. Do you have anything you want to add? I'll throw it out again.
I can't think of any.
Again, I'm going to be reviewing this card game. I haven't played it yet. So I was reached out to on Instagram to please try this out.
What's the name of the company?
Dragon Vault.
Oh, that's the company
Just
name.
go to Dragon Vault on Instagram and you'll find it.
Okay.
Brothers of Metal are great.
I have a list, by the way. I found it again the other day. when you made your character based on the Glory Hammer music, the sorceress, we had that brief conversation of taking the different bands making characters for them.
So I wanted to go through and make different D&D characters based on my favorite fantasy metal characters. I don't think anyone else would get it, but it was just like...
Brothers in Metal was on the list, and they were paladins, I think. It might have been cleric, but I think they were paladins. Powerwolf was on there. They were clerics.
Well, yes.
And blood hunters.
But I could see blood hunter because of the wolf motif.
Yeah.
And my cleric that I have because of Diggy Diggy Hole is Windrose.
Yeah. There was a lot.
Because they also have other dwarf drinking songs outside of just that one. That was my introduction.
All of these guys that we're talking about are all in the same bands together. It's all the same band. Just
Ailstorm started it, and they all just kind of branched out. Of course, then you have like Powerwolf, which is its own thing. It's all Napalm Records.
Yeah.
You just go to Napalm Records.
It's kind of like the BBC of music.
Yeah. Go get some sleep. Thank you for joining us for being here the entire time. I appreciate you guys. We have plans of things we want to do, and it's just making time to do it, and of course, having time.
I thought that was a flying monkey, but it turns out it's like a genie.
The art in this is amazing. I know you haven't seen it yet.
I've seen that face, and that's it.
But so some of the art...
It's shiny.
It's very shiny. Like that. This is one of my favorites, of course.
Oh, the Black Dragon. That was the other one I was going to say. Shiny.
Yeah. And then...
Appreciate it, guys.
Oh, look at that. I like that drawing of the succubus.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you guys have questions about other social media to find us on, of course, you guys know to find us on TikTok, of course, Instagram as well. We have links to our stuff in like the Linktree things. I still haven't added Twitch to my Linktree, which I should probably do.
I think I've added Twitch.
But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I need to do that. Definitely. Twitch and I have a lot of fights when it comes to getting stuff done on this platform. So I'm getting better about it. But we love you guys. Take care.
Drink water.
Appreciate you. Get sleep if you need it. Drink water. And remember, you got this. Bye. See you next time. I'm going to make a schedule.